Many people move at least once in their lives, whether it's just down the street or to a different country. In the United States, about 30 million people move every year. But let's focus on the year 2023 and find out which cities are seeing the most people leaving. We'll explore the top 10 cities where the population is steadily decreasing and figure out why, whether it's due to the high cost of living or simply the desire for a change of scenery. Number 10. Portland. Despite a decade of growth, the city took a hard hit in 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and it hasn't fully bounced back. The pandemic led to catastrophic job loss, and the riots in Portland added to the city's challenges. On top of that, the cost of living in Portland is now 60% higher than the national average. Whether it's the frequent rainy days, a rise in crime, or the increasing cost of living, Portland is seeing a steady decrease in its population. Number 9. Hartford, Connecticut. Hartford shares similarities with Portland in facing a significant job decline, high property taxes, and a considerable rise in housing costs. These challenges have made it tough for residents to stay, leading many to head south to places in Florida with lower home taxes. Although Hartford once held the title of the wealthiest city in America after the Civil War, recent times have seen a significant contrast with widespread poverty affecting 3 out of every 10 families, resulting in a steady flow of people leaving the city. Number 8. Denver. Denver, like other cities, hasn't fully recovered from the population loss it suffered during the 2020 pandemic. The reasons include the high cost of living, heavy traffic, and challenging weather conditions for much of the year. To highlight the steep increase in living expenses, home prices in the metro area have shot up nearly 162% in the last 10 years. This has led to many people to seek more affordable living in the southern areas outside of Denver. Number 7. Seattle. A recent survey involving over 300,000 residents revealed that a significant number cited rent increases as a primary motive for departing the city. Additionally, 250,000 individuals expressed concerns about their safety in the neighborhoods, prompting a reassessment of their lives in Seattle. The city has witnessed a notable 24% surge in homicides and a 30% increase in car thefts, compelling residents to seek alternative places of residence. Those who have opted for relocation often gravitate towards smaller cities in California and Arizona. Number 6. Boston, a city known for its beauty, history, and sports scene. However, the high rent, which ranks second highest in the entire country, is pushing people to leave. The increased cost of living makes it tough for residents to stay above the poverty line and find affordable housing within the city. To add on, with more people being able to work remotely, especially in tech jobs, many are choosing to move out of Boston to avoid the high living costs and the traffic that comes with the city life. Number 5. Chicago. Despite its inherent affordability, Chicago faces the challenges of retaining a growing population, as many individuals actively seek a better life outside the crime-ridden areas of the city. The notably low birth rate further compounds this issue, contributing to a declining population within Chicago. The city grapples with a negative public perception, largely influenced by the perceived danger in certain neighborhoods. This negative image prompts individuals in search of new homes and opportunities to dismiss Chicago and explore alternate places of residence. Number 4. Washington, D.C. Like many places, the rising cost of living and the ability to work from home have led people to move away from big cities in search of more affordable living, especially in southern areas. The city is facing challenges including a 12% increase in homelessness compared to the previous year, with a violent crime rate at 56.2, almost 2.5 times the country's average. Many people are leaving, and there are very few new arrivals to the city, leading to a steady decrease over the past couple of years. Number 3. Los Angeles. Los Angeles is seeing a drop in population for a few reasons. Living and housing costs are high, there are transportation problems, more crime, pollution, and the city is very crowded. Businesses are also leaving due to high taxes and challenges in sustaining operations. Over the last 2 years, violent crime went up by 11%, and rent increased by 22% in the past year. The median home price is now a whopping $966,000. Because of these issues, more than 250,000 people have left Los Angeles in the past 2 years, opting for more affordable lives in places like Florida and Texas. Number 2. New York City. A place with much to offer, but facing challenges that drive people away. High taxes and soaring housing costs post-COVID-19 have prompted many residents to leave. The average cost of living from street groceries to renting a $4,000 one-bedroom apartment, making it unsustainable for many. This has resulted in over 80,000 people experiencing homelessness in the city, and more than 5% of the population has decided to relocate in the past 2 years. Despite these departures, New York remains a thriving city for those who can afford its demands. Number 1. San Francisco. A city grappling with numerous challenges in the aftermath of the pandemic, it faces one of the most severe homelessness situations in the entire country. Coupled with escalating housing prices, state taxes, remote work opportunities, and elevated crime rates, particularly noteworthy in San Francisco's status as a hotspot for carjackings. The city heavily relies on the tech industry, and the surge of remote work options has prompted many to move away since they can now perform their jobs from anywhere. Adding to the strain, California boasts some of the highest income taxes in the nation, and housing prices in the area have reached unprecedented levels, prompting a reassessment for many residents contemplating their ability to stay in the Bay Area.